Everybody, I want to hear you. Let's go. Come on. One more time. Come on. I like it from Akka on guitar. I can't hear you. Break it down. I want to hear that. Let's go. Come on. Oh, let's zoom. I want to hear the man. Oh, let's zoom. Hermano. Hermano. Oh, let's zoom. Oh, let's zoom. Everybody, I want to hear you.
Etie for me mama kwaba ena subie ayatare 7 na mede ena ase kese be ma mahwefo nyina medamase nyankopon hyiram se eya wada bia moje break ehwe today Ghana news no kware no nie a IMMA-ADIZA ye host na medamase pa na ha dwumadie yi baabi a benya bi ahwe no kware no nie ewo YouTube, Facebook, ana Instagram, ejegu any groups akodo no kware no nie with IMMA-ADIZA so ejegu ewo ho ewo page no so any page akodo nyina nesra mo monhwema na mon share ye YouTube no emfa emaye na ya na ye share ne later inti no went me ahwe ne live ahwe no YouTube ma nature comments na said ye brano me ye no nya comment na me reply bu fefe fa bibia ye kam no kware ni nie aha de no kware ni trodo ne ka aha ye ntwantro wa ha sei no kware ni trodo fi say usisi ananse a usisi ohun to obi ansisi ananse no asisi no ho na ene no nyankopon adom ye guest ye ne omo bedi dwumadie yi eye Mr. Justice TERTEY Anna oye communication team member USA Anna Mr. Thomas Boampoah Fokro ono so ye MPP Germany me brother ahofe ba akofe intimidentia e de mamu nyina mamu nyina akwa ababa dwumadie so ya san hia bio Madam Asepa Mr. Justice akwa aba o
yeah now him me chia o de me co-panelist de kwahwefo nyina from USA of America.
Inti no ye panel ba kono nti ye betwa ye ho sima ne yaba nti ye ba ne ye dwumadie no ahyeche so ato aso fefefe ama adofo mwanya ahwe nti obi ankọ ba bia na enne ne hye no enya asem ketua fi se ensem bebre na atwa guo enne nti no mesra mu ye twa ye ho ba ne ye dwumadie ne hye so em se ya ye late dada nti ne se ye ntimi ebre nim ne ye ntimi ntwa ye ho ma ye mfa dwumadie no enhyehyɛ so I mean to Mr. Justice asem me pese ye ka no entem na wo de be 5 minutes eka eye ene trending issue a week you e ba ko ye coup d'etat enka ye topics ne ho na emom no abai dia abeka ho no me pese ye ka bibi fa ho ene do or die His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Jataba eka no na sanene ese next election no do and die for NDC nti no obeka ni nyina obesame ne app na waka bibi kakra fa
You me that's your him do or die. I mean sakasa ni atia bre na me hu ne anti ha akoye adesua ma yenuanom NPP for any so-called independent-minded people in Ghana. Why are some on daily basis? But to me, I mean, the only reason why I bear is they are looking for equalization for the Nakufwado infamous or die be died. The context within which the Nakufwado made that comment now, a clarion call for violence. Because Odika can say, yeah, or the NOKWARE can let me say MPP account party. Or say, yeah, account for no. Yet, yes, yeah, the doye home. Na, yeah, papa no more sa political movement way. Omu ya kuku drove for. Na etiwa ye chere bibi kakra. Etiwa no, and you say, any tea party no mkoye wo. If you have witnessed what happened in Etiwa, for that by election, NPP for I don't know for the born who support it say omu chire bibi kakra. It was violent. Na obia the MBA no. Na all die be die. There's no ambiguity about that. The meaning of what NOKWARE said then. All die be die simply calling for violence. And we know the man as of today said is a man of violence. Do or die. Do or die. Look at the context. Or say, Abatone Ekoye no. And we all believe. I mean, it's obvious, except those who are refusing to see. Say about this 2020 election, it was a stolen verdict. Clearly, ballot papers are a printed ballot papers with EC security stamps. I think so. Ghana. Nobody has even called the EC to investigate how those security documents got linked to the public. Yet you will be on the election day, yet you will be occupied some of those ballot papers, and then you are attempting for the NAKWARE. Nobody is calling for investigation into all these things. So Obibia Obeka say onu apato no ekoso fintima na biana sonsro nyame de be kasa. Ebiom yetu abanu bi e yehu de cause for the first time in a democratic history. Say yetu abawie na nipa maku 8 were killed. Omo ewu keke o. Yes, sojafo a so called sojafo e bi e taxpayers man etu omuka no. Omu tutuo ekunkum bi Ghana for maku 8. Ebe pi minne oman panya ye security, ye justice, ye bibia hye ni sano omo hu wakra. So anybody who refused to see say it was a planned thing to kill, maim and kill just for NOKWARE to get his second term now. No ohun eyi na de kasa. It is yet they are fire who are doing be. Me so nyina ya cause nyina ko bola. Na me bobo pa, it ko bola say so much we be do and die. You can't be do and die. It's a clarion call for action. In that case, they were killing us. I mean, before buying air kunku yada. So what do we lose? We are going into this 2024 election with the maximum vigilance. Yeka, I mean, the synonym of do and die is over my dead body. But because me, my own crime, my own system, the only way over my own crime was this okume over my dead body. That is not a call for the persons to go into, I mean, to commit violence. No, anybody without a joint mind will never interpret do or die to mean calling people for, I mean, to engage in violence. So clearly, I mean, we here we are wondering, say over our dead body, would that sham election, 2020 election, that shambolic election, you know, will be repeated in 2024. If it is over our dead body, the clarion call is over our dead body. We are going to this election with the clarion call, do or die. If you don't do it, you are going to be killed anyway. So what is the big difference? May I ask you, Hima?
Yo.
IMMA-ADIZA, so network no na mecha woni watiefo nyina o ma me kwan na me nua justice asem o kan no na me ka bie me fa nche di kan ema NPP wona ewo achiri ene bencheye ene obi a wote me kan nwumre ne titru ene the only president a obetimi ama Ghana ayeye na Ghana afa ne ntoma pa afra na ado dankwa akufuado ene Dr. Alhaji Boampoah ene tiaso kokora ma omo ene NPP fo a yewo Germany last week Saturday yenyina mabunu ne Frankfurt chapter ekushia mu ewo Frankfurt. It was massive me jiri se ni ano na aka no e platform yi so di adanse se ye ni je pa mabuna ye wa abrochire ye joining MPP e di asem na Mr. Justice kan ya na duru ba bia wo ho ye tu kwan ye discuss asem a you know politics is about principle ade enye the last time you are going to justify say Nana Dankwa say emema mienu ye nyina ye wo sebe toshwa mienu into binya be manche obi. Yes, it was true because no one empower emabuna wo MPP, no one empower nipa e wo MPP emrante ne maba wo MPP ono de no one emabuna wo MPP na esia what I say nya Ghana fo nyina to say the John Mahama e kasa tire Ghana fo nyina. Now you know former president, I told them said some of us we be seeing him from afar, and now you say no makaze we are affable now or passing G and now they're gentle, you know. He's a devil in his own shadow. And yeah, someone else. One I was here we are court before crowd court, you know. About to ya 2 billion. O say ni panti si abonten homoko ye die no kosi ye o court ye busa wo say abana wo si awia wo unya asai ena onno na wo to awia wo no so benya asai ase do nya no mo be hwehwe ye ntija na be hwehwe ye. This is a joke, you know. Ghana NDC for there, Ghana people for there. As I said, politics is by principle. So all that be die yet. You can say do or die a idiomatic expression. No be a over then say a casaboneno now when you put. Damn. Platform to say near Casasa will be better. I am me and say young one and answer will be removed. It's a casa no President Mahama and then that Wakasa. Then explain. Yes, I why the Casa we are Casani, you better you know. Sometimes, now, Mamma, my young ostriches. Your clone is doing a chick who is doing now Yaba Nimua Abetressa one and who is doing. Now, in any case, if NDC, that's what we remember 10 MP before, they should face us. Somehow I boot for boots. This time around, Obiana no diplomacy. Only the seat, the better. Now, me am it way. Me so far. Me am it to one. Me so far. Nipa na wono wo Ghana na woni bidie no. Ono na be so far. E na ya na sometimes the move no ya platform. Ya kasama Ghana fo na ye wo adwen eni nyansa so mu betie no. Ye ka asem bi to mu tiri. What I say? Ya ma na kwala no e na be so far. John Mahama wie ye nya na watesa na ma akogugu Dubai ne abrochiri no. Akufa do ma ene no gugu abrochiri a ebi anya adwuma wo airport o mo ye no. Ehiafo no omoto ho no omu nidi no. Omo na sofa. So you nyakwanya ni a platform. You should educate the people for them to understand say about Nyantokwa. Na any case, the bank and President Mahama realized he said you talk about your running or police station. 12 after election, Akufo-Addo court. John Mahama said they said, "Well, you're a bitter loser. Well, you're a bad loser." Again, into who the who lose out. You know. As Mahama say MPP was able to collate in 2012. Finger of God. 2020 they were pulling for a friend finger of God. After time, doctor, emphasis of need to store wasn't there 700. At the end of the day, it was only to produce 700. What are they talking about? And this is an election. No, somebody people have airtime. Now, who's at NDC have ever won election? None of the runners said it. Who have ever won election? If they come for boot, if they come for do or die, we will meet them fiercely. Thank you very much.
Me that's the family Abema. It's no yɛbɛnya ahyɛ dwumadie no asɛ na mmerɛ no koraa di kan dada nti no yɛbɛhyɛ aseɛ free yɛ papa justice hɔ na yɛahwɛ yɛ topics no na yɛde akɔ akɔgu nti mpatwa first topic no yɛse Presbyterian moderator wɔsan yɛ chairman of Christian Council akasa obri yɛbo amate aka sɛ ɔmo se agenda 111 entimi ma so no ɔmo yɛ abayifoɔ nti no is he justified what he said?
Oh, I wanted to make a reaction to what my colleague panelist said, but if you say those who have years have already listened, say do or die. You see, but the problem is that sometimes you hear him say, but that forbid I can't afford war, intellectual laziness. Anything that is similar is considered as the same. Because they hear the word die in both of them, no, that is intellectual laziness. Do or die. You see, I can't be it doesn't mean calling for violence, inciting people to go and commit crime and all this. No, it's not where that. It's calling for vigilance, extra work hard, and achieve your target. That's all that is calling for. Nobody should try and equate it to Mr. Akufo-Addo. That all that be done. They are never the same. They are world apart. Remember, to your topic. Oh yeah, I mean, really, I'm stressed. I would say, is it the man justified to make that conclusion? And I'm stressed. I will say, yeah, yes, he's justified on two grounds. One, because he came out with his own premise, and based on that premise, he drew the conclusion. So we be a beka say, you be see a Sabia, I'm a Ghana for, and you for so, beka say no, we are bay for, and no crack. I hear Sabia Yama Ghana. Okay, yeah, you do it. I hear Sabia the echo. If I'm a 24, and I go by you have minister, all the interest, you enter won't be a DMA. Legon medical center, the won't be your friend say generators niho. I did think you do have a camera, they also generators war. Where didn't trust the Mujo no, when you COVID no, or no, recipe please. So I said the idea, we must have it all over the country. Not Joma time, not the apprentices, only 10% of their salary. To make sure say the rural areas are intimate at least so many cheap compound. It's not a home of us war. To be a baker say, a who will be a who yano. Only pano problem. Two, Nipano or Casa moderator no, or yeah, religious leader. Religion. One thing that religion idea and say it appeals to our heart instead of our head. All that you need to do to be a religious person, you have to believe. You be a better Christ, you catch up piano, but you could get to say yeah. Even it's obvious that they be practically, and you know correct. Yes, say who doubt here, who your bay for, who need the some jam. We are threatened to believe that that Christ is the only savior. That's what religion does. It appeals to your faith, your belief. It doesn't appeal to your critical, analytical powers. So far as he's the religious leader now, he's entitled to make those comments. I mean, he wants Ghanaians to be like him. Yet let's take everything hook, line, and sinker. Man, you who say this, I did here. NOKWARE, not saying NOKWARE. There be so long as I can hear or say boy, to say Sabi, Kitro there home, Nangy. So from his perspective, from his point of view, he's right. But the Emmy Yawo say, the Eddie kind. He's a professor. Why research? What get that data? Ask bizarre questions. Make inquiries. Find questions with empirical data, empirical evidence. To be able to get your PhD is not an easy task. You must do a whole lot of empirical research. Not a matter of belief, but you must be able to analyze data and come out with empirical evidence. And that's what he went through to become a professor. I don't know whether he's professorial or doctorate degree, no, only theology. I don't want to believe that. Then me say or first of all, the premise with which he came out, effective. Ghana ni bia nka agenda 111 ye be see aresabia ehun hia. The Ghana for can say Ghana for receive two issues. One, credibility of the one making the promise. Believability, or qualify say Ginidi or can't say Ginidi ana. And two, continuity. Now, medical continuity first. Yes, all over the country. The then government escata Ayarisabia all over the country. And we expect to say this government will complete those hospitals. They were 90% complete. They were a year, I can say piano, they can show them for best at use. And no Nagana for said, it's kind of how the Bible shot for said, yeah. I don't know, we are no Nagana for young for so that's a swan. Yes, and the piece of Minister be besides us, not any family of Bay for the and I'm proud to be obey for. Why a tossum? Many this professor as some way or and I say on the premises I can't make it that conclusion. But of course, when you're the wrong premise, he make a wrong conclusion. As some again a forkano, a toasoma may expect to say even elementary kindergarten person. But like us, one who raised that concern, we are paid for. And two, credibility. Oko NPP 2016 team year 2016 manifesto. This same president, this same government promises say all district capitals without medical centers, almost CB. Up by almost 5 years, Baku crown see here. Okay, so say ya twa we mu den so ye bi wa ye wie. Baku crown on see here. It COVID by ye. It took COVID for our president to tell us, say, after the who say, yeah, in Sabia. Don't you see a problem with our president? Say COVID back in the midst of pandemic. After the man penny, apple brim, I sorry for Namu, and who say, yeah, Ghana here in Sabia. It's your best 88. 88, one fence, you are my deadline. Say, by at the end of 1 year, no way. 1 year, a 2 year. What's up? Sir, 88 you didn't give us any reason why you didn't do 88. The last figure don't mean yeah. What's the matter? 101. And also budget now the buy so the barber shots, Sis crying to me, see. And Ghanaians are raising concerns. Are they there? Sabi. Or be a white child than the Okasema or so telling me, So they don't believe Nana Akufo-Addo because it's not trustworthy. That's what Ghanaians are asking. Now in Ohima, so any opinion be, I was gonna about Casa and on my penny. Friends say, Ghana for raising say opinion Becca and say, we are for we. Now Ghanaians will be proud to be a for because they are using their head. This time, not just their heart. They are critically analyzing the creditworthiness, the credibility of the man promising us. And if you say, well, I don't see how anybody can debate this. But you see, the Army one said, I told them, Bisa said, maybe I met this name. And maybe say, Presbyterianism, is it becoming a wing, spiritual wing of MPP now? Anytime such, but that's the perfect description. Anytime such idiotic comments will come from our religious bodies, it's coming from presby moderators. Why? So a former presby moderator will come out and directly attack the government. Now we have Nyasafo Abemo. What are we seeing today? The successor, the current moderator, also makes such a comment. And he said that he is a chairman of the Peace Council. Peace, Asumbe Council. A chairman. Such a reckless man, such a reckless religious body. When it comes to peace, what do you expect from him? Well, look, you want my Ghana as an American cano. Nipa maku eto. Now you are Guinea military takeover because of Guinea bloodless nipa baku kura ya disa nipa baku kura wuye military takeover soldier for etu aban nipa baku moja kura engu na democracy yakwa koto aba to keke na nipa baku 8 enye nkoko na yeku won enye ponchi nipa ya hwe moja maku 8 and our president will never make a comment. And the peace council, the chairperson of that body, the body, yes, yourself, will never have space, will never have the energy to call the president. Say, hey, Omapenye, you have the investigative and prosecutorial powers through your Attorney General and Minister of Justice to investigate all the killings, bring perpetrators book to book. And it didn't preoccupy the mind of the Peace Council, but rather will come out and be speaking like a typical MPP serial caller. It's unfortunate. Sometimes one who dream penny for because I come here and say penny for how school, I got pet title, just to come out and make a dirty comment, just to come out and deceive the people with their title. Also, Ghana for there. Yes, so quite not social bunia. Say what you Obi akọ school there, the American piano, my you say, there's someone as and so G2. So we fight for those titles. Me a doctor, me a professor, me a so and so. But when they open the mouth, they speak. You ask yourself, is it worth it? The investment Ghana have made in you see, acquiring knowledge is very good. But what you use the knowledge for is very, very important. Okay? Knowledge is a kind talk of any sema or the yet jumama get yen ho faso no bible ma enya bidi sika sa kan kro ya talk badam for sema or the dear. That's why in education when you are training a child you train 3 aspects: the mind, the cognitive, the soul, the affective, the soothing the mind, and the psychomotor, how to use the limbs, the body. But if you focus so much on the cognitive, we left the affective. The student in the moral aptitude, will leave that behind. And when they acquire the knowledge, they use the knowledge instead of use the knowledge to profit us. They use the knowledge to harm us. That's exactly what is happening in Ghana with some of the penny for Ghana. But you can do maybe I'll do free back. And the premise not or based on to draw the conclusion now. I mean, I don't see anything wrong. But the problem is so Ghana or the Ghana for where who the Ghana for suffering a year on these 2 credibility and continuity. When you I can base you on the own premises, 40 premises to insult Ghanaians now. Now I said Wapayo, Washeda, because of a professor or the day. He knows what he's doing. It's not clearly now why that being said. The current call Ghana for the woman penny so on your dear Wohono, and after Ghana for doubted the
Ebayere se binta ene. Inti no ahoma ne se de esi gugu ne munti Mr. Thomas wo ho a onto asomaye no onya ho ana wasan aba.
Do kan na wa nti set o policy si na many paso no na sometimes NDC na America I know nyo modia obia wana gunse na we o mind titere nye ufu awako o mind titere enya abrofo akese ya sister ya answer na atase na president moderator ita o say o mampani ada and what we say o minor sabe before banyina no enye akufado asem o kan aye no wanka obi na aye Ghana abro na omu nyina before nyina no aye ha ata na o ma antoto omu no mayi
na COVID ni ba yi abedie nti sɛ na mo ntu ɛwɔ yɛwɔsi etu na ɛkyekyere ɔma na yaresa bia no ntumi nkɔba sɛ sikani yare na yafa no kɔ ama mpanimfoɔ yare a because ɔmo wɔ akwanya nti no na ɔmo nso kɔ amanɔne akɔhwɛ ɔmo ho yare saa mmere atena ase ahunu sɛ over 64 years ɔman no over 88 districts ɛyɛ ana nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ a NDC foɔ na adɔbaayɛ ɛna hospital ɛna wɔamie NDC had 8 years ɔmo kyerɛ me a single hospital single project ama so wɔtumi wieɛ health project ɔbɛn mo gyegye ɔmo health salary ɛde compound yɛn na ɔmo tumi akɔ you know sometimes when I'm saying your politics no yɛnya yɛtu kwan no nti yɛn ya yɛma ga fɔnhunu deɛ wɔ hɔ wate aseɛ ɛnyɛ te sɛ Ghana's politics no with vindictiveness sɛ wotan nipa na wotan ne sɛ deɛ ɔbɛka bi anyɛ sɛ the NDC ba yɛ asini nyinaa mebɛtena seat kɛseɛ so ase kure ni hɔ NDC anyɛ hwee this is unfair yɛma wiase nyinaa yɛ te sɛ deɛ asɛ obi nyansa na yɛ kasa nyinaa woyɛ na moderator n'aka ɔse sɛ wowɔ asɛm bi ka sɛ kwan saa 88 no mpo yɛbɛtumi ayɛ ama na yɛyie sɛ Akufo-Addo antimi President Mahama into office in 2009 promised Ghanaians that they are going to make free health insurance. One time they didn't materialize about so Ghana say and yet this what they want internet say who say and no say na amafo ni kom and am say sika ni no omu ayaresa bia. That didn't say it was a bad leader. That make him a wicked man. No. Now see, hospitals so if we started President Kofa, jet projects. After you came in this, just single project. But quite hospital 8 years. Nti na ka wobetimi e de infiem yenu aye hoga enka sese nka muntimi boast of 10. This will give us a break and stop there say ase obi o wa mamu bia no enimu nyansa no ke pati ase osofu pani ene waka na ase wa kan call me a villager but being a villager doesn't change anything. Who be your time me ha because so when you platform no so now we draw to contribute to the betterment of the program. Now better be atema we crazy if it's the NDC for better be aye no I must what I say amambo yes amambo ayanto President Akufo-Addo buy no say na ka John Mahama as Ghana hospitals ni nya those abekwa ko bubu just here they all need the betterment of the country it is so bibi no be so da ye bi e also buy na wo de one say enye say ye no asoma moderator na eka say yenya no ya we say Akufo-Addo eba ye no wanya sika ya Akufo eba ye no sika kra wo say ode ba ye no enso ebesi 8 obi na so ne daye eno wo so wo ba ye give him the benefit of the doubt what you say wanya pan na I said, a bamboo, you know, so I can drum of pulling down. Maybe a wood to an amount. As Obia was a wow, I'm on need the opposite. I'm a Macano. You see, this time around, this MPP got a general Ghana for what I say. And the President Mahama Kasa or Bono radio, you was say, no money Canada, no, everyone to say, or more who say, Padona, a PIM. NPP buy and buy planting for food and jobs. That's a lie. Planting for food and job was part of our manifesto. I who said Ghana was a good father, Casa from 2008 before so by president said, yeah, a choir, your faso, a choir, your faso, in your sister, you know, that just back system, no, I was. And no, because I bet me I industrial. I was saying, I give you a money. Now, I'm going not enough. Now, my cousin, focus 4 years, you were in government. That's a match. Say, even the hospital, India. All the Eurojet projects. Being Navrongo Hospital, Jenny no muso mutimi here. Even Mahama say pump no muso here. No much there. Need na Photoshop. You government to make
maybe what
to follow interchange do mutimi here. And I could father promise say me I will marry a man who has a vision than someone I mean a 78 television. No munya or more na 10 bia omu sen I must say Ghana I dinner yen and Yasafu and you put my then she say your mouth education. When you see who say money, teacher training college allowance. Well, also your money, you know, nursing training allowance. Also your money, you know, what the Ghana for IMF, bring a freezing employment. I tell you, man, now here. I tell you, plan away my Ghana. And you know, Obian evident, you know, Mahama is the best. Come on, we will not allow this. Namijidi said, Omo say, "I'm not father here, Jumana." Omo started, Omo, a campaign was starting. Less than 9 months. Campaign was starting. What's a show? A show. The big bomuja. Now this time around. We say Nana Kufa Buada. Once you would deliver. The 88 111 will be delivered. Your father said you will give every district and I just someone and overwhelmingly 307. What I said? 307. See, Benjamin more Cabitemo more Munifi Cano. They will come and write because no not there. Don't move your mother. Don't say also.
Oh, how many up am I in?
How many up? No, found my every baby. Not Ghana, age in a year. Not Ghana and also. Now, my penny, on man, you know, at the midst of COVID, a man, you know, who Ghana say Ghana best survival. This is Ghana, into so now to I am PR, ready to more do or die. No, if they die, to die. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Intino, Mr. Justice, Muna, ya sakono so. Intino, mano,
I've seen the typical youthful exuberance in MPP communication.
If I tell them a summary of the first topic.
But the Otimika. Otimika. Can you hear me?
If I tell me to
Otimika.
If I tell me to
Midasi. Oima.
Yes,
please. Because I've seen that kind of youthful exuberance of MPP communicator in the my co-panelists. I mean, as someone that on to me can potina and all the what is you see also visionary leader Akufo-Addo or Bepsi 111. You see, it is only in MPP Ghana that me babeye a sombo change the all along. That's the reason why Nana Akufo-Addo will go around cutting short, promising the same project over and over again. Because anytime he cuts short, then it becomes achievement. They think, say, and you see MPP communicators coming out to present that promise as if a idea why John Mahama na you know or say green book Photoshop. Saka sanu yatra MEM sabi titi mreso kasa no. Just last year before the election, the whole deputy minister of information then the boss on live TV, national TV. Yeah, the book green book actually say one particular year was a green book man Photoshop. And you see MPP communicators still hanging on that kind of Photoshop thing, You say, so nya bi mawasia e monochrono. So be yade now to me nya bia. Don't ridicule the nyewaye no. John Mahama has achieved so much. Mama Obi, University of Ghana Medical Center no. Ohona abaimu penifo we. The Minister of Health na kasa or the draw to ayapia about that facility no. Ohona koda onya COVID. A typical example. Mohima Bank of Ghana all the hospitals that John Mahama yes, say, Sikana Mudiba in your dream, Rabbi 111. Move go compete with Makana for young Faso. And also, idea I was saying, Yakun Toka. I mean, Oima, Yakasa vision. You see, Oima, there is a thin line between vision and hallucination. So, Obi when it does, and it's Obi a hallucination. Hallucination is a medical condition. It could be said, high fever be. And you are seeing things say, oh, I can do this, I can do this. And now you are under some influence of some medication, including drugs. Then you have to hallucinate. Now, what the company is doing, is doing about air facilities, it's not vision. Vision is when you stop baby, not two more now, yeah. But repeating the same thing from lower figure, medical facilities in all the district capitals, all many health facilities, 4 years soon, Now all of a sudden, somebody say, oh, as 88. And also on my timeline, yes, okay, say open to any time. But within 1 year, I'll be 88. Back crown, Now all of a sudden, sorry, but I say, and then you have vision, and you hallucination, which can be caused of maybe a strong medical condition. What Omapani is doing is not vision. I mean, OTM he's thinking outside the box. That's not how we think outside the box. If the NOKWARE is thinking outside the box, and then John Mahama is thinking without the box. There's no reference point. He's thinking big. All the projects during the COVID time, no. Sebasika Sema and health facilities are. John Mahama Sano Juma. How do you compare the non-performing president, Mr. Akufo-Addo, to John Mahama? It's an insult to we in NDC. But we don't want to make that comparison at all. So anybody who can be it doesn't make sense to even a toddler. We're judging you're gonna force and I don't know how fun has them and based on it we draw a conclusion. And I say I can ask them. Match on the basis of drawing the conclusion, wrong, 40. Because the other kind and you're different from what Ghanaians are saying. On said Yakufo-Addo aya. NPP ni our Boampoah, Mr. Say, and then Akufo-Addo aya in the health sector for the past almost 5 years. I am wondering if that's so who said, akwala oni obetoka yo na no bisata ibuase. Obisa on tray Akufo-Addo time was so no time wo we bisa within 4 years. I am wondering e man narration who say oso obetoka obeji na bisa obetoka. 4 years, you also born on ye. Or said a share of for on ye back cry. Or said no man high so. A dear pan and moment that so said gun and yell down that's to be so. Said your penny old gen sabi what was more intelligence. You are not just a religious leader, but in that intelligence crowd down that's to be so who counsel ye. How you can read between lines. Say a dear pan and mouth did ye Akufo-Addo said the okay ye. Obeti ni aye sika se why be that onya be that oni mi ye it is so preoccupied no say kitwa no crowd man want me anye no be kesi a he is hallucinating he's not having a vision that boni no also influenced by it could be a medical condition or some drop bonibia abia is affecting the thinking the way he see things. You're clearly no mimiti idea. I'm waiting for anybody. Sorry, and that room. No, but mommy, the basis, the foundation, but the reason, just one reason. Sir, Akufo-Addo kai obeti nya. That's what we are looking for. We are here. We are also here. Yep. Nemo yes say. The other guy. So sikabi obeti mi dia yes na. Dia ya aka kra ye wie no. Uncle we not be another California and Faso. 2. The obstacles of Bayano. On say, Yanti, I was say a Ginny. I don't think this is too much to ask. Anybody, any reasonable person, oh, yeah, Nipa Moja didn't want to say, oh, no, my year, Sabi, not the moon can, yeah. These are things every ordinary, reasonable human being who asks. And for any moderator to come and insult those people who are asking reasonable questions and expecting reasonable answers, to come and say, before no. I mean, and we in NDC, any majority of fair-minded Ghanaians, and yet, the and penny for like moderator will resort to know and I bet pursue it. It will not change us. We are, you see, I mean, I can say, Jomama, yeah, campaign. Oima, why for the campaign? The very day before even before Akufo-Addo was sworn in, there were posters of aspiring candidates. The vice president, Dr. Boampoah, and break the edge. All over the place, break it. About it tomorrow for the next 4 years. And yeah, a man will not move no more. About to and and when you have your future, you have the next 4 years in the hands of these people. What do you reasonably expect? The mess we are experiencing today. Oh my God, baby, my God, economy. And anything now, Ghana were jubilating when the coup took place in Guinea. They were calling for similar things. Because what is happening in Ghana is worse than what is happening in Guinea. But let's let Ghana say, no matter how reckless our democratic leader, Nana Akufo-Addo, will be, democracy is better than a military dictatorship. The military leader will come out, maybe perhaps a good idea, but the excesses, think about the excesses. And yet politician now, and yet the family, and yet the close associate, and ordinary person, maybe political leadership, or maybe so, yeah, born is so jarring. Born that for doing that by so that I'm near myself attack. Now, baby, we are in the reverse gear. No more. The solution to it, is not a military takeover. It's like Ghana for. Say we should rather, I mean, prefer what we have now. The democracy, the worst form of democracy we are enjoying now, is better than the best form of military dictatorship. But yes, the Akufo-Addo. So unjust the mess of the corruption, the thievery, the daylight robbery, only not buying or no penny nakasa, the mother serpent of corruption nakasa, all leading on. They should make a U-turn. Now that their mind is in the wrong wrong direction. And just say it's in the wrong direction, but it's moving the wrong direction with a fast speed. We are heading towards a ditch, and we should be careful. That's him out.
Yo, me pacha me sume dase. Inti no. Tommy wa hono wa. Pacha omra na ono sume ka ne final conclusion on the first topic.
Na Mr. Justice 7 million community using me youthful exuberance. Intina me nimsa wa the exuberance no. Ba be Kenya as the Ghana for ame hunu kwanya enkana na akufo ado nimse me youthful exuberance na ka wono no de ne exuberance no abekanya asasem ama to the problem than always explaining the problem. I put a challenge to him. Me see for their 8 years hospital was say yeah for the 8 year NDC hospitals do say no we this is the challenge to him. I know about I know what to I am now Legon hospital and NDC build the Legon hospital. Jim, we all agree. Even the Legon University to borrow the Legon University, Legon hospital borrowed on their balance. It's ya na edru baby can asem he ya na unu di omo person. Legon say NDC government and akwaje bosan na odisi here. What you say? Hey, Legon hospital and on their seat, and that is what their former finance minister will say is the story. In their years 2009 to 10 NDC in China, a single hospital promised 200 free SS. What he say? Offer 23. World Bank. As he said 25. In all, they say. You know, come on, Samana. Who be free. Now I say when you need walk on Samana and Kufado is the mother of now Hakai. Kufado Wadempa Ghana. What the Martin yeah. Mr. Prosecutor, I didn't know to be here. I channel. But Boampoah Ghana, yeah, Kufado cry corrupt. He didn't do a special prosecutor. Prosecute him, bring him to the book. It will be an hour because I casa the brain, and one year team radios here. Say. What you say? But so Becca said, President, you as a service, he wasn't that year, no, you know, Mr. Justice, you mind your language because you move it here, because you ban said your work and a bianca and cause your overcono. What you say? Because sir, description out of my Obia, why I call Obia, being a science student and I say medical, you know. Sad description, you know, it's not the best. What I say, when you feel, oh, Kasa, I was on my Kasa Hoti. Now, you say, yes, yeah, mamu, and now, yeah, man, yourself, and you're shipping or minor. Dear, who did he say, who is so betting ya, you know, Oba no waka. Father, it is, and I say, 111 hospitals. 20 million. The same thing happens to free SHS. Your friend is a free SHS. Okay, first and we'll call interview crano, journalist busa no, want to me and say, but your first free. And January, so also be see it, the over that and see. Now, Mahama can say, oh, me say, 200 secondary school. Ni nis omote for adie. Ni any schools are young or so and plan what abontin. Ni any school under trees. O vice president yere and a kasi mama talk on it. Ghana was not paradise. Iti mo pana mo be kasate and the serpent of corruption, you know. And somebody like Amasan to Madden car any nyansia. Basa would get what form. The Utrobia and some form. What I say. And Mr. Justice, a dear, and now Neki, move free one. A dear, I would dear boy. Am a dear, and NDC as young MPP opposition.
Into me, Pastor, oh, some second topic, you know.
So your bath free SHS. You would say, $100 in your school, and yes, you come from school. Into your consider or minor. Yeah, what your problem identify, no, we've delivered it. And I'm a boy. You buy, you know, you see, Ghana plans. And yet, for your accident, and I'll be funny, difficult to take the person to. Yeah, I promise, you know, a cook, you know, and I say, one village, one dam, you know, why did and one district, one factory, this is mean, so father to me, even 50 countries. Oh, Ghana. I tell you, the 906, and that is what Ghana will be better. And Ghana, like 2016 from 2009 to 2016. And now, I-10, Edimalis, you know, it means and then the Ghana Sika, Ghana, and everybody enjoy. Said, they're planting for food and joy. America for enjoy. I'm Ghana for you now, and don't for sure. Another damn father. One show a humanity. What I say, was Ghana, was to Ghana ye, and then Ghana for Ethnas. I'm saying they want to Ghana now. Yeah, one of the country banner to me and your young to say, or minor. No, there will no maybe you're penny for about me. Not because I'm
would you see my
people mind, you know, some people yeah, Thank you very much, IMMA-ADIZA.
Thank you too. Now, topic number 2, the best you don't be free as here. Mr. Topic number 2, you see Kenyan lawyer and anti-corruption campaigner, Professor Patrick Lumumba, and latest Center for Democratic Development, CDD. Report emphasized a growing disappointment and lack of confidence in Nana Akufo-Addo, the NPP government. What factors could be driven this? Maybe Mr. Thomas, second one nephew. Papa na ko wa areshemuni akomama na Akufo-Addo. And that dear was say one casano. Say the only areshemu man why are highly disappointed. It's nowhere a dear now one no ocean crying. And they obey the Nanaka said, or you're highly disappointed that MPP are buying. Man, where should we be in himself? Yeah,
that's IMMA-ADIZA. I'll be able to say, yeah, say, what can't come out for us. What kind this for some now the attorney said me cherish that professor and as it is and it's true and another damn Akufo-Addo about ban and you be na obe please you know me the instances bear me and sa kasemi me as an MPP man get me work chira man academy hu an say na na do dan kwa ba ye said dey opposition near kasa NDC for your corrupt ko ba ye kasa mleki ati o mu nyina atu into one year definitely I was damn disappointed. 2 me adwuma o bank your banking system no is here president you know who said there be your town high na ne cost the aircona one ya a bedroom some 80 any obey clean up the banking system. Yeah, me here manga coming. Now me lose my jumano. I will not look at the bigger picture, but I will be disappointed. My juma. Me am here juma as a galamseya. I mean a galamsey, and I mean ya feeding my busiano. The president took galamsey so sad. Let me lose my juma. I will be disappointed in the president. Me word today. Na me enka president me dem normal bag import duties enka so betia same na matimi aye madwum president tie so no na wono na wokoto na wode ba no so no na me abia no saa na meto no so disappointed na so you say kwan aka wo dan a o se kwan ne tim enti wono ye kwan a ebe serve ana ebe serve ni padodo no ono because I say need no definitely you'll be disappointed but dodo na and a beje they come and the professor disappointed because said the naka yemu binim quality of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ni enim say we no nonsense leader nanka oba ye yes but say NDC for any even so be a corrupter and cobeti or matuno because of Ghana MNC and fact to me and show some as a dictator. Say the SC Guinea. I ne so Jania or no go to a bank with feed or ban no. You know, sometimes pray and no yeah, yenya. What I say? Now, many professor change. If he say, can say, no, and opinions are like gnosis. Definitely, I got him because from afar perspective, saying Kwanonu si huno, saying Kopese, had the Danko Akufo-Addo, a boom mine, Emma, I yet to say the honor pen, and call Sama. Definitely, he's disappointed. I will not begrudge him. Me didn't attend the NDC for the Penibi, no money, and almost say the Tilu Hornier, you know, in MPP. We believe that don't have a diverse view. Oh, yeah, when I change, I said you will see who not there. No. Means to see a other than Akufo-Addo, 80 million Ghana, Emma Ghana, Baker, better. Me needs to say, maybe you're university. I better now, Bruce. There will be a mamma, what definitely I wish to be in my country. Oh, worship me. Aha, no, Atia, Mikwa, or yellow soup, for a whole week and say, you know, you understand. Nana the Danko Akufo-Addo, Juma Oji, me. Ubusame MPP man, how be appreciated because me majina you have definitely sabon better man. Definitely president all na ba no our NDC minya NDC ni be say interparty president Mahama Ekoro and so you the brain no e manage he never declared it and it was we do politics with principle. This is about principle enya it's not the year. I said, because I die never do or die when in 2% to be we are not dumb. What I say, we say Nana Danko Akufo-Addo minor, near me to me say, oh, Nana Kawi and he said, yeah, and Kababwa na then na they will say, oh, the oil na ya penisa. Debbie, and then Minya enka me Ghana ni bia owo Ghana no abrochira ha hospital yan menim enka se me nipa tuntum na menya doctor ahwe me quality health care. The same thing I'm thinking of say obi Ghana obenya bi. Say konepa and on Akufo-Addo dey create here. You know, me say mummy show Ghana say ya tena se near sha. Nipa do send population of Ghanaians no. Do send a politician. Servant no corruption no nka na wo. But because of yeah politicians no yeah pa aba amana be to say nyina menace. At the end of the day timamufo no nyina wu say nyina criminal but brought na kasa wo ho yam fight here. So for me got the he says his view and for being disappointment I don't think that a crime until I will end it here. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Auntie Ansana, Mr. Justice Bebano, yahwefo ebi a mitimi ehwe omudi etro ye ebi ne comfort me hunu de soso Benjamin Pabiti anamia kasame papa bi nana Boaten Osei ana Hilde wu anana hima papa bi Dr. Lawrence Apia ana Samuel K. Amazo mo fancha mi ona mi hunu bo ana me bra Joseph ana me bra ba koso Kwabena Ej Joseph Elon aka ene omo keka sama ma odi a mesra facha me ama eba na ekonti no de mi hunu na ma ye smart atwero nti bi o ha me twero di ni bia mi hu ti mo fancha me na yentu adwumadie no so na Mr. Justice so emeka di onimfa second topic ne ho na yemfa nko
oyema otumika
eba cha me tonka
also me boss was so me boss any NDC for communicators you know muti me boss Dr. Lawrence me boss you know you know say
what's in the boss no also still boss no one kind of crunch them me mummy enu nyina one kind of crunch them
na se pani eduma pa odima NDC in Ghana and in US in particular oyema mami bua minua yi kakra it's not ironic you see or say enye abansi can see University of Ghana Hospital na yeche no de edi of my Joma Amadi of Manisika aye in the same line in the same space a year okasa no was sign board na Akufo-Addo about say one of the achievement one district one factory and yen nyina himself one district one factory no a private led friend saying a project ankran no do musika to the sense say even existing factories na cultural 1D 1F abohun say Akufo-Addo achievement and no it didn't click the mind of or co-panelist Boampoah say no enya abansika na mo you see I mean mami chen nyama bia ni sekwakra that those hospitals like Ghana University of Ghana Medical Center any Bank of Ghana hospital ni other hospital na institutions as in nyina no a planned deliberate government policy former minister Tekpe Eddie Eyibi by so okay I'll say smart borrowing what government John Mahama aban here they say all those institutions render service chisika no internally generated funds no and was somebody sika no aban because your mind is sika but aban said John Mahama aban said keep those money just to improve your balance sheet o balance sheet no dimwa obetimi akọ amanone obetimi akọ capital market to borrow money on your balance sheet. Government is not going to borrow the money for you, but will balance sheet nankasa say you are credit worthy. The capital market will give you money to do those projects. And that is what we call visionary leader. That's what we were called smart borrowing. We are terminal 3. Ghana Airways, friends, Ghana Airport. Say omo nkasa sika na omo jiri airport nya Kotoka International Airport nya no ma abanche fa wo no mo vamba They should keep it in their coffers to improve upon their balance sheet. When the balance sheet is improved upon, they can use that same balance sheet as a collateral to borrow money. And no munya ya mkopo busia edi be terminal 3 no. So abanya or that pragmatic policy. Or they adwin papa say ya ba. Na ya credit ni dia. Oh enyo no ya best kind of the year. Nemo factories are individuals asi. Ebo ha na ewo hokra asana Ghana nya independence. Yeah, boy, most of them say one DF Akufo-Addo TV one this one factory. You see the irony of these people. I don't know whether when they are talking, whether they listen to themselves or they just say it to occupy space and time. Now, it doesn't make sense. So to be better than I can say University of Medical Center because university no do a pragmatic programmer, deliberate programmer. On balance sheet and they use their balance sheet as a collateral to borrow those monies to escape or buy. A buy way buyer, the not for the buy. The first thing out there and say the capping policy. Sir, internet generated for all the state institutions in Yano. It's a some keep scano and their development in their sector now. A buy say move for 60% MRAB, a central government. Now looking 40%. So most of these state institutions are collapsing. They are reeling on their knees. Ghana Airport is collapsing. They are crying because of bad policy, that capping policy. No? So I mean, sometimes you do a little bit research before you come out and see some of these things. Oima, Professor P.L.O. Lobumba. I'm one of his admirers. Me subscribe to the YouTube. I listen to almost all his speeches. Now, I agree with him, but the Americans say too late because some of us we saw a disappointment in Akufo-Addo say baby Papa a long time ago. But I can pardon him because he's far away. He's looking at the state. He has so many things he's doing, and he's looking at Ghana from afar. So some of these things Akufo-Addo is doing, is you see, we have a talkative president, a talkative government. They'll say all the niceties, but they turn around and do the otherwise. So if you are far away and you listen to what this man says, you'll be deceived. That's why it took Professor Lumumba that long time to realize that this man is a deceptive leader. Corruption. Sometimes people say, do we have to debate everything? Do we have to argue over everything? Even when international institutions, international bodies come out with a verdict, say corruption, the seat of presidency, we are still arguing, we are still debating this. Oima, let me find quite recently, Sputnik V a vaccine issue. So all Ghanaians, civil society, who are calling for the dismissal of the health minister, they are all wrong. We are all wrong, except Akufo-Addo and the minister himself. So, Minister of State, frauded the constitutional provision where Buso, and for Akufo-Addo, Public Procurement Act where Buso, and for Akufo-Addo, Financial Regulation Act where Buso, all the laws that govern sensible leadership, Papa way, and this man is still our Minister of State. Oima, if I can say money, and people have a relation with this president. Oima, when the man himself is engaging in corruption, daylight will be different. Oima, let me question PDS. When chronics come together to form a cartel to steal from government, the same government came out to tell us, all the fraudulent means, and we paid electricity bills to this fraudulent company for so long a time. Yes, you can never be there. You cancel contract. Yes, you can work for you. Akufo-Addo na buy. Almost to me this canu my. Akufo-Addo at your behind. Or no, or people na kasa. When we're in opposition, yes, a married deal, corruption womb. Yet the $150 million up contract no so. Omo ba ban mu no. Yes sir Ghana sika e de suma ban mu panyifo including lawyer Addison. Eko Middle East, eko investigation, omo ba mu the camera, e che omo camera ni ade omo de ba e. Omo say the previous government, had the $150 million a piece so into yes sir agreement for agreement according to fraud no. E ba e no. Thanks to our parliamentary, the vigilance of our parliamentary caucus in Ghana. Yeah, who said, but no undisputable. Say, yeah, the 800 million up the amount so. Yet red-handed. Sako agreement, and co cabinet, amamu bobo mu on my penina kasa, or you should executive powers to give it a green light to move on. Yet, or say he was misled. Or him, in the bebre, sa ejapade way. The whole Martina Medu, special prosecutor of Penina Kasa, appointed, came out with a clear verdict. Say, Papa now take presidency in Akasano, or the mother serpent of corruption. So, didn't I say more? Do I have to argue over these things? We don't have to. And then the man will say a piety who never come and say, yeah, you say Cronin your own because the Papa or Tionakasa or Bokrono. So who else? Galamsey, I say a fatty Galamsey. 500 excavators. And yet, your friend say Tico Kazu. And yet, your friend say bicycle. But excavators don't move by themselves. They have to be carried by other big vehicles. 500 Ghana, 40 containers of tricycles. I had nothing region and nothing part of Ghana. And this president is superintendent over all these allegations. Oima, I come here and said, did you get an for this Abekambiano? Not Diego. In the history of ECOWAS, West Africa, there's never a time where we have the chairman of ECOWAS, the president of ECOWAS, under his watch, 3 military takeovers. Under his watch, NOKWARE is president of ECOWAS, ECOWAS chairman. 3 military takeovers are taking place effectively. What else we have to argue over? Internationally, the man is well known. So he's the one who would say all the nice things, but he will turn around and do the direct opposite. And that's where some of these international speakers, some of these are coming to the realization, even though too late, but better late than never. Well, I don't believe in metaphysics, but Sobi and not say, oh, I believe the man is a curse. Anything he touches, turns into a numi magana. Maybe kakra. Though I'm not a believer of metaphysics and all those, but maybe kakra. Well, clearly, I don't know the evidence is so clear. So the man cannot do anything to come out successfully. When Akufo-Addo says he's doing something for Ghana, it's not because he wants Ghanaians to enjoy that thing, but because of financial and political benefit gains is going to gain from it. That's the only way Akufo-Addo will try to do something. Now the man, sometimes I don't want to be talking too much about our leader today because whatever the case is, till 2025, January, the man is going to be our president. He's occupying a revered position, the presidency. But the actions, and when leader, which leader? And I ever call about Odinkunim or Odinkunim. Ghana for Ghana Maku 8. Befri no on can one sem on Bosowa. But George Floyd, who America there, he will tweet. Ghana ma miensa ye kidnap on takrade. Ebe pim na him be a corona fa. All the on my penny and mohunwa. Ayawa so West will go buy election keke. Yako MPP tax. ebe memu amanfo ebe pimine that your leader has never even make a comment one line cry bi mbe nanu ya kumase eyi France maybe ayi sa social commentator ye kunu yi cry France ejura soldier for echo emu and shoot Ghanaian civilians ekumbie no your leader has never made any comment on it. Sabi yet modia. Now say we leader, we should nipa so. Sabi we leader, we should sabi say David mo we should nwan so keke. But we leader, we should nipa so. Nipa we say we sunu oban e te say wo. Na enye am robbers na ekun omo. Enye say mtokwa na won na kunku omo kuntokwa na obakwa kun baako. But soldier for who is the commander in chief of the military. And your military will go on rampage, kill innocent Ghanaians, unarmed Ghanaians. And you cannot make any comment. The worst we can have is a leading member of the ruling government. Say, those who were killed, we shouldn't have sympathy for them because they were armed robbers. How callous can we be? How on earth can anybody who call himself a leader, even your family, who your family leader, you cannot open your mouth and make such a comment Joe White is making in parliament. So we shouldn't cry for them because he considered themselves armed robbers. Is it not? How callous can anybody be? But that's the attitude of this MPP and their cohorts. That they don't respect anybody, they don't respect any life apart from MPP for now. Corruption cause so now they have a book for say yeah can't and it's almost we are corrupt. Jesus Christ. Then you are a useless government for 4 years. You have the prosecutorial, investigative, and all the state apparatus. It's under your control. It's under the press of your button. You can call anybody, police, CID, or whoever, to investigate any case of corruption in the previous government. That's the easiest thing to do. Ultimately, 4 years, you only enjoy saying it in the media. Joe Mahama, under his rule, just dreaming that maybe $1 million sign a major politics here. And Ukraino, a Manufaya, a deputy minister of state. Opamuno. When the corruption allegation was made against his own party member of parliament, or your investigation, a prosecutor. What else can you compare NOKWARE to it? The clearing agent? To the man who take action on corruption issues? To sum it up, we don't have to. That's why I said right beginning. Except say you just want to say things to occupy space and time, because the verdict is clear. Integrity International, almost the verdict about NASA CDD. Almost said say MPP before almost CDD. CDD MPP before almost CDD. And the verdict is not clear. What else do we have to say? What of my position internationally outside the country, a flop within the country, a poto. So I don't want to engage this MPP for in this bantam back and forth. The only I will always continue to say when they come out with that prehistorical comment information. Oh, where Photoshop. When you your mama achievement, when you way achievement say, so what are they talking about? Do they really know what they are talking about? I say John Mahama Euro project and yet your mama achievement. A Euro project yeah, all the your friends say intelligence and not for the one who are crying obvious documentary evidence John Mahama na person can have two drawings in the contract award. All the MPP have to do is supervise the project. Period. And look how they are claiming. Say the Euro project. John Kufuor initiative the loan agreement. You have a complete here. All the drawings. And if I see statistics facilities, say my ever credit man. You see that hypocrisy and double standard in how this will talk. Sometimes you don't necessarily have to engage them directly in arguing about things that are obvious. You just have to present the fact to them for listeners, objective-minded Ghanaians to listen. What John Mahama is doing he's not doing politics. In any case, they started the politics, 2024 politics, almost started a long time ago. The very day before the NOKWARE was sworn into power, and before I started, there is clear evidence, it's undisputable. John Mahama is a Ghanaian like you and I. If something is going on wrong in the country, he has the right to voice it out. Voice it out so that no more the leadership of the country, no Ghana, the baby icon, you're making a U-turn. That's what John Mahama is doing. And anybody who has a fickle mind would think that John Mahama is doing politics. So be it. So politics, is it a crime to do politics? If anybody would, say somebody is a starter. And before we are starter, before the NOKWARE was sworn, I'm not starting here. 2024 politics. I'm not starting here. But the immediate for me say, we shouldn't be expecting anything better from this government, because the contest to elect their new flag bearer is going to be very, very, I'm not a prophet of doom, but it's going to be very, very bloody. Very, very bloody. And that will preoccupy the government, and nothing good, nothing better is going to come out. But the best NPP are buying this head. Fancy my son call it 2024 2025 January a buying papa ebeba abeye nyama ye shasiye anka NDC in the waswa would have made a bigger leap, a bigger project, because all the things they enjoy, all the economic indices they quoted in Ghana, as a result of John Mahama's handiwork. World Bank, IMF now predicted said inflationary rates, all the economic indices were going to be improved because of the work John Mahama has put in place. So, and yet now that those things are no more, you see how we are struggling as a country. Plenty for food and agriculture. Sikana John Mahama called you Canada. Our Munibaya, on best program. The all that they know is changing names. As adoring. That's all that they know how to do. On best they know. They say Sikana, your friends Canada. Sikana would my Asa. Government of Ghana has no money to support their so-called flagship program, planning for food and job. That is why we are where we are. Fertilizer, I buying to me fertilizer, the farmers. Everything agri minister, I say because of COVID, look at this. Can you believe this? Because of COVID, they said that COVID, and we are where we are today. So Boampoah mon say baby I do no ye betra ho na ensemboni bi enkotu ye be sre kana fo say ye wo ahohiahia mu oman no baby I do no de agin paibo na mo man fa sa ahochire no nti enkoye nyama ensem fata de bia mi so mi na ka ka asem kire me say enfa ekom hu enkobokro no. Because if I come knock about one, obedi the na when you the best at you. Abo mass or your penny, I bet at you or delu. Now, I come within few minutes, few hours. Now I come send you. So my first I come or how I could father not buying and baby so and nay. My first or how anything and koyen yama bia ye benu ye home dachi. Oima me da say.
Mr. Medase, Simpacho, Mebra, a final conclusion on the topic now. Auntie Asana, ye bra bebasono. Minfa and Kai Bobby and Tuja Kakrana, me boss, ama acupuncture pressure. The number +447 3081865051. Your friend Ama Rosie into mo pesa mo sponsor no mo betimi afre no medama say na the way ade ani bubu ni mo no me say ye station wanwaso yi efi juada e copy me fi ada nyina ne amakoso ho nti mesre mo ya amon hwe e wo so emfa mayen na ye hunu muhunu say saa yes so ye wa ade oye nti na me bra abanti no na topic number 2 and the final conclusion.
IMMA-ADIZA meda say metie justice am we chire nyina ase masere ya na me ka say we say Legon hospital me ka say your friend say Legon for ebolowe on their balance sheet na me boa into obe straight obe make the record straight e dey asem na obe kan you know me name say 100% tem say kasa na ye ne den na o kasa bi bebre nti asem ba akono dey try na ho a na wakwa na waba me hunu de opese waka na me hunu de ni nyina so na you say fertilizer. Is it the first time Ghana fertilizer short? You know ya na NDC for kasa na otofo na wa na omowa babu omowa abamu no na wuni Ghana orebo ho na covid ni ho na nursing training allowance ni etimi ntua na covid ni ho teacher training allowance ni etimi ntua na covid ni ho na wo ye adwuma me I taught for 28 solid months etua 3 months. What are they talking about? Na covid ni ho nti se ne o se obi aka say obi a use covid as an excuse. As NDC government, no. And I'm busa say, omunka a complete project for the 8 years. Over you want to me amame ba kumpo. And so we will say, Nana the Danko Akufa the vision I was obesi 111, you know. Bosilemuka you can't say no wasere. And there are some na moki kano. And I make can say amamu kasa tenten ene dia mochira ne dia nka some of us will not compete you but the name say Ghana for ede oman no ahye Nana Danko Akufo-Addo nsa say wonye nhyehyeye no atoto no ma ede beboa oman no macha say ohima ye ba ye omo se o Nana Danko Akufo-Addo wanya sika bebre nso oni bibia de kire you know na me kan say amamuo enye kasa tenten what I say oh waji sika bebre wabobosia bebre enso oni hwe de kire na corruption na cash for seat oh dear now your president na ave kura wa recommended contractor no the for the bro ma oje. What a disgrace. Man penny, come on Ford. You can't afford. This will be better. President Mahama, the man in the class of Ghana Kunyan because of a good Ghana for any mass. Or Bobby good Ghana for any mass. Francis now, this one and I'm all Casacasano. Everybody for the big money. A man penny. I who support Takaso. At time. Lawrence more they should have a new vision, have a new plan. They should think again. The man is visionless. Oh, no, on catch it also back Ghana's father man or Bayama Ghana for. No one can't try. Say, I dear be or not to say what I say, and I'm a Bayama Ghana for, and I mean, you know that because of it. They say, what 80. That is all. After always explaining problems. That's a solution. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo or tana so that you say ka entimi nko school do fees inti. Also otua. That is a solution. Problem solved.
I like quality mom.
Whether quality or no quality. Since 1903 Ghana no. Yada omote form school. Inti Nana Danko wayebi. Se ko bia ba ye Dr. Kwame Nkrumah started free and Prof. Mahama and so they ba Ashanti regional. Now you know the other say NDC started with this lower Ashanti region. capitation grant, capitation near SHIS. You hold the hospital district. I want one hour. They work card. But to me, so yeah, the piloting for solid years. Now call Ghana because as until for there go to cry your time money into your bomb. I did no mobile Ghana. Yan, you me na maka say me ya commentator member na me NPP communication member me so and your man yes. But o better out you say as another dice and another dan kwaba e wo that I don't know Obia will not agree with you because President Mahama Ohono na corruption no ha any ochabuga pele to mu ye you know who you are no ni ampimpo ekoye corruption no who cares na no poche no ko he etisa o ma ja obi na wanu anwa no wo de anwa for wanu no na di mu you it I don't want for Brazil 2014 scandal I don't want no you the sika gu alu plemu e di ko Brazil you know me say just give the dog a bad name any cash and scandal no I can't put yes you know kind me say Ghana for empupo muti na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo obu man no said Ghana for ehwehwe no this is the time you leader yenye leader otimi come speaker no or toto no say the people ayiro there be entipo we bi nie enye leader otimi gina ho no awa no hu na asem a wonka leadership ni bi nie leadership a ye dia magana ba bia Ghana ni bia beduru bia no so we Ghanaian that is the kind of meteor
and say what say what can afford issue be for the no a okay and na ye 9 o man payin dada Mahama ono kura wa nyi su for the no MPP ojema ban no MPP ban na yi sie ba ye ni na ye Ghana ha na ye hinu say me pa cho me ba mi wi ana wa ye ye ni na ye Ghana ha na ye hinu video bi a obi di brown envelope Emma oman panyini nana adodan kwa Akufo-Addo a wode ne nsam ye no ne hopo na oje a etwagu ye nti no saw ka se joma ma we corrupt na oje bibia for the no kra wanje o na so na Akufo-Addo ehu so oje brown envelope
conclude. You can do defending of NDC. Hey, Don Mahama and Yusuf Ford na say. Now the Dan Akufo-Addo. Sa envelope. He wasn't a president. He was a frag bearer of MPP.
Yeah. Who is that? Ghana for nyina hu ne say no president no dey.
Justification by say. Said, oh yeah, Obisu of a sponsor no, Boampoah. He even came out. Some of the plan, the guy was using to sabotage her. It doesn't work. Missing another Danko Akufo-Addo is incorruptible. He will never be corrupt. Ultimate target corruption. You Oma try into
Ghana for help.
Me mesra Ghana mabunu ene obia ne say Nana Addo Danko Akufo-Addo wo hyehyɛ man no yenya abotra yemane yenwotwe ne nkwa yemnan ese eni mfie nan mu nuwo twai yebehu se enoma na duaye no yebekusunsu amadin yire aye said just say I the hokra you be dia and ye sponsor no you stay meant for 8 years
ne kra no
obia distress in what me sponsor and say what the music komboa from a situation say omunyo ekosi yeah the Ghana eco sponsor say egu music say this is what we are talking about prudent management. bu man no ama Ghana for enya for dey cabinet no ebetro no ma tro ma adwen no what you say geye no eya boa ama Ghana akonenim ye ma Ghana anyini so the Ghana wo na wo tato ho say wo ne president wo timi ma Ghana growth e go do 40% of the GDP na wa what me free 14 no about 3% onyame afa ye nyina ye micha obia micha na nado dan kwakufu ado ene MPP Germany niti to the UNPP nyame ya adoma on the 25th of ye nyina ye hia o Duisburg nti mi gidi otini bi otimi ebe mi hia o ho aya kodwendwene said ye bit mi dia betwa amana na ado kwakufu ado ani so adi hu na ofesa o man na o man ko nanim no yetimi akyekira ma o man mi gidi se won fra ban mu no na either Dr. Mahmoud and Martin Dina Adiana Ghana ebese hunu embro na yetimi akoyenim. Thank you very much. Grateful. Always great. Oh, they be out the other body can this duma na say na no be support obi oyi me did na have thank you back at just say group na man kasa tenti nya nisra wo nyina
Yo, me da sifa intino. Yebe ma ya papa justice abem na ono so ne final conclusion.
Onye ma oti bi kadie.
Be ba cha me te onka.
Em say Abrante no why ade the nipa be ya no why no. I mean throughout the program no when timi a kire the achievement of Nana Akufo-Addo, then you never got to okay. The Warishemu said the next 3 years now how him no obey bibi papa be amaye. In some okay so many discredited prehistoric comments I before already discredited. And I was recycle on the issue. Now it's highly pathetic. You can say almost very say idea asema yaka sabi yetu adedi no crowd daddy they keep on recycling the same old story na ema discussion no akwa say nkwala grobi omu ye ka ma me ja ka ma me na no ebi na ye nuanum pese omu di program no me da onu production team na say wa mo ye kwanya ya be kan ya dwen wo Ghana near my course work Ghana. I would say NOKWARE mrenie. I say Ghana for etie. NOKWARE nie Ghana for etie NDC omo MPP. Almost who send ya Ghana nyamano SC Inti no yeah kanu tinti bia but the American say hana me ferry say this MPP ni after 4 years. The American say John Mahama ye corrupt. Betime ha omani. Not even their bedroom, in their private place, and Casa same way, but to be bold enough to come to the public and accuse the former president of John Mahama say or we a corrupter. Ayana ferry. Because when you say that portrait be wuno and ebe huni tintin. John Mahama buying ewu, ye hunu tintin. Yet your mind to me, yet ye and corruption mo. Ye di asem. Yedi nipa no koto efiase nyina yedi ahye na Akufo-Addo na ban sa so mu yes na ma nyina the easiest in what bon kra no say opponent awafi aban mo so easy say obetimi adi na asem echi na koto efiase so is that's the easiest, that's the starting point, that is the kindergarten stage. So said your mama fi aban mo for 4 years. Now all that we hear or corrupt that we cannot process that so-called corruption, to the appropriate place. Ramon kwese di asem na ebu nipa no attain na baby I say edin kotu nefa kotu na ntimi abai na WhatsApp you want to me nya then or corrupt you be omu kan wa yes you be tin wa na aboy esem amawo na mo again that MPP apotenu be wu no ene ebe hu tintin na John Mahama ka che Ghana for no say so amusun of about all this obvious corruption gargantuan chiefry by the way, started from 2017. Perpetrating on the people of Ghana now. Say pemuno krenehun. You person you holding people accountable there. Omanpenyi Akufo-Addo, as I to me one is to say, was demonstrated beyond reasonable doubt. So no dear la lie. Because so or yeah, need to be there because penifo now sabi omubokro no nyina no. The final destination of the looting money, no, the presidency. Or no more on the echo. It is a or yeah attempt or tube or yeah attempts or do be asema. Need to be dead. So he's not just protecting those we see, those at the helm of the corruption, you know. He's not just protecting them, but he's protecting himself, Gabi Ochedakon, the finance minister, and his brother. That's what he's protecting, those family clan. That's what he's protecting. He's protecting the chieftaincy where he comes from. Because said Joe Mahama time, not yet flat DMPC Ghana Sika. Said the Goba Joe Mahama Bole Bamboy hin and I say Gonja Hinibi. Some funding ni birthday and some funding ni installment anniversary. Kabeti Ghana Sema Gabesu Ghana. But $400 million. Yes, you are more him back. So on va go celebrate the 10th anniversary. It's okay. Ya tam DMPC sika. E di ama oman penyi o share e boss e oba protect public purse. Ni yire en check contract no. On check contract dey be ye sika no, ye di mano. So on fan ko ye whatever she wants. Oman penyi afẹ di ọdún ni nyina wi anso no bi. O say yes sentua ni yire and the vice president yire yentua omuka as what? Article 71 office holders. What office are they holding? So penifo ntimi country. So you see the thief has reached a level omu fere ho say o go bokro na ye higher we be show na obobrim na bia wani be wu kakra fere no omo to 20 awe. So now that we have reached a point we'll do our worst, we'll amass the wealth. When the time comes, we can influence the judiciary, we can get internationally acclaimed best lawyers to defend us. You bet you use technicalities. You do a point that state institutions are on many policy. So you your collective power, your collective resource, on many yesikasem, yet to me. Yet you share on my penny not buying sa. Some will share so don't find my bed boy. Nemo son said to me, any sika echo di baku for sema, or to me the yama and send for that. Into ye a quobius yourself, almost yet check and balance on the extent to which they will use our resources. Sa penny no da no. Or what share Muama on my penny chocho mucho, the senior minister. $1 million in the name of Crow Associate. Yeah, who documentary evidence a Juma Kwama ye Amagana or who auditor general also on who ye into no Sasikano Ghana Fosika senior minister Fasikano Mra. I don't know on my penalty kwa pai. Wa fuck when be so ferry ankano where you saw penino every net jumamu. Se said yeah. I said, yeah, Obia Sabi, when you wear HIV, the immune system that will defend any infection in the body, no, is gone. So we are Ghana for we are defenseless. Se unyo Obia, the Oma Penny be catch now, and obey this so dear, Oma Penny and Akufo-Addo, onu to me Yajuma, because and Yajuma Papa Babe, was still a Timu Poso be bonnet. Now, what to me, so checking the bonnet, you know. So, and yet, Onipa, Onibeko, Adrian Crop, only by yet the same a unidia, and your Timunia was so offer when Piasso, no you free. Crow Associate, Senior Minister, Sasikano, on farm Maye, yet the technicalities, Sasikano, the Bianiha, HSSika, and the Senior Minister whole. Court assembly, technicalities. And I'm doing the current Auditor General on the Medjuma Opesa Yemano and I started born Baso. First of all, find some year, say senior ministers cannot farm rano. That new attorney general said, Sas assembly on year to a trim. It's minimum, no, our defense system, our constitutional body, yes, see, boy, ye japadia, ye sikasem, and whom bind from the government, has been bastardized, has been destroyed. So we don't have any defensive mechanism. We don't have any mechanism abusive. This government, NOKWARE and his government, are going to use our resources. They will use the resources to enrich their family, chronics, and friends just for the next 3 years. And then when they go, for the rest of their life, they can continue to enjoy that stolen largesse. That's what they are doing. So, I mean, you have a Boampoah say, I mean, say, the Adi Gong, Nemo, yeah, sure, him say 2024, no, dear, and when him higher.
It's a me patch out and Brenna, one who's my
Yo, me da say, me the man see ya. 2024, no, dear, and one who higher. Ghana for yen to a bapa. Yen NDC falls with there. Yeah, we are tasked to say over our dead body. Would we have that flop elections like 2020 election in Bium? We'll continue that do or die. It's our clarion call. We said it is over our dead body because Ghana 4% NPP opportunity ongu na ye hu ni tintin ni tietia. Inti asemi nyina wie ye ni say. Ye besre Ghana 4 ye nya botre sa military takeovers ni die ye besre empire Ghana. Na ye hwe anim se ECOWAS enche omutu abapa na omuyi opanyi papa obedi ECOWAS nanim na sa military takeovers na ekoso in the sub region eto etwa yenya asomdwen eliabu e dia prince ye democracy me da se ohima
Open